Hi, thank you so much for clicking onto this video. My name is Faye and I'm going to share with you my tips and tricks onto how to hide your dark circles under your eyes with just using makeup. I'm going to use affordable drugstore on this side for those of us who want to slay on a budget, and I'm going to do bougie Sephora bought products on this side for those of us who have a little more money to splurge. I'm going to use multiple tools. I'm going to give you as many tips as possible to hide those circles. This tutorial is for your everyday woman. It's for a woman who doesn't live under beauty lights, okay, just like other YouTube gurus. And you know what? Forget all the color correcting and forget all the 6 layers of makeup that they've been telling you that you need to hide your dark circles. This is the only tutorial that you need to watch in order to be able to do that, okay? Because in real lighting, for a real woman or man who has only 5 to 10 minutes in the morning to get ready, and who's a nurse or who's a doctor, who's a teacher, who's gonna go and see people in a real lighting out in the sun, you don't wanna do 5 to 6 layers of color corrector, this and that, orange and purple. So this is the tutorial to watch. Keep on watching and you will learn how to hide your dark circle just like I have, affordable or bougie. Mwah. All right, so today I'm going to hide my dark circles by using 2 types of products. I'm going to use drugstore on this eye for those of us who are glamming on a budget, and I'm going to use Sephora purchase products on this side for those of us who want to splurge a little bit. They're both amazing products, so let's just get into it. Let's do drugstore first. Well, the first step before you lay your makeup down, you want to put your eye cream on. You have your whole face, whatever routine that you have, stick to it, whatever works for you, that's fine. You want to lay your eye cream on. After your eye cream, you want to make sure that you put some powder, because eye creams are moisturizing and you don't want that moisturizer to just sit there and then apply your makeup straight right on top of that. So you want to apply some powder. For the drugstore side, I'm going to use the RCMA Original No Color Powder. This is what it looks like. I purchased this from Amazon. I think 2 of them were like $5, so super affordable, and it will last you a long way to go. I mean, I've been using this for months and months. And it still looks full. So when you open it, it looks like something like this. So whatever powder, as soon as you open it, you can just go straight on with a fluffy brush. I don't mention brush names because that's really irrelevant. As long as you have a brush that looks similar to this, you're fine. You don't need to run to the store and grab a brush. So you're gonna grab your brush and just grab a little bit of powder and go right under your eye. Okay, sorry, this was the drugstore, so I'm going to wipe that off later. So you're going to grab some powder and you're going to go right under your eye to kind of mattify that moisturizing that your, your eye cream did, so that you could take that moisturizing away. The second step is to lay your concealer. Most YouTube gurus, beauty gurus, or makeup artists are going to tell you, use a color corrector, use this before you do that, and you have like, by the time you're done, you have like 5 layers of makeup under your eye. And listen, does it hide your dark circle? It does, but at the same time, it's not realistic for your everyday person who's getting ready in the car or in 5 minutes, or the moms that are running to drop their kids off at the store. You still want to hide your dark circles, yet you don't want to look like you're wearing 10 pounds of makeup in the daylight. So basically, forget the color corrector, forget it, like just throw it out. It's useless unless you're in professional makeup under studio lighting, and that's that. For your everyday woman, you go straight into your concealer after you mattify under your eye. I am using the Instant Age Rewind by Maybelline. My color I'm going to use is Fair Clair, okay? I am a little bit pale right now. Again, I'm going to mention I'm pregnant, so I'm not tanning in a salon or in a bed or outside, so this is what you're going to get. So we're going to use pale products. I like to use a concealer that's 2 shades lighter than your skin tone. So this is that shade for me. Again, you need to go to the store and find your own shade and then get 2 shades lighter for your concealer. So you're going to, this is kind of, you wind it down, it looks like this, you twist it and the product comes up. It has an applicator, but we don't use the applicator to put it on. We use the tip to just lay it down, and then we're going to use something else to spread the product. So you are going to kind of lay down your concealer generously, okay? Especially where your circle is, where your darkness the most is, okay? And then you can drag it down by using your blending skills after you lay down your product. All right, so you're going to lay down your concealer. Now, another trick is that after you lay your concealer down, you're going to fan it or give it about 5, 10, 15 seconds to kind of get tacky and not stay liquid. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna fan it for the purpose of this video. So go ahead and do that. Then I'm going to use a blending brush, okay? Now I'm gonna use 2 different methods on both sides too. That way you can see that you don't need one type of tool to blend your concealer. I wanna use as many things as I have. That way I give you guys options so you don't feel like you need to run to the store and buy the exact same item. So I'm gonna use a brush on the drugstore side. This is the Jeffree Star X Morphe brush. I don't know what it's called, but if you have a brush that has a tip like this, it will work just fine. Now it's the blending. The blending is the most important part. You want to blend your concealer, yet you don't want to take away any concealer, okay? And make sure you don't forget to bring it up by your nose. You want to blend it, all right? But you want to press it in at the same time and not take away any product. Kind of press, pull a little bit, press, pull. Spend a little time on your blending and it will go a long way, okay? Then you want to drag it up here, up your nose. Your finger works wonders if you go in here and you want to clean it up a little bit. And that's all the blending I'm going to do, because the whole point is to hide the circle and not take away all the product. Now I can see that I still have some darkness coming through right here. So I'm literally gonna grab the concealer and not roll any more product and just dab it onto that spot. Then I'm going to take my middle finger and I'm going to pat that on, because I don't wanna take it away. I want it to stay on that one spot. So you're going to pat it on, and the spot is gone, and voila, okay? So next step is you want to grab a fluffier brush that looks something like this. This one is by Luxie, I think, okay? It's got a little head, looser than the other one. And then you're going to go back into your powder, the RCMA for the drugstore, tip it over, get a little more powder, and grab some. This time you want to grab generously, okay? So you want to grab it on your brush and you want to lay it on there. If you were to bake, as in put extra powder on there, then you could do a lot more powder, but I'm going to lay powder generously because the purpose of the drugstore side in this video is so your everyday person can do this process, and not all of us have time to sit there and do our makeup for 45 minutes. So that's that generous amount of powder, and voila, lighter. Your dark circle is disappeared, whatever imperfection you have under your eye. And my last step, obviously we're going to use setting spray, but I'm going to do that after I'm done with both eyes. So that's our drugstore side. For our high-end or Sephora side, you guys probably guessed it by now if you watch my other videos, I'm going to use Tarte. You guys, bear with me. Tarte Shape Tape, okay? And my color is light beige. This is 2 shades lighter, and the applicator looks something like this, okay? So the same process that we did on that side, except with a high-end or Sephora product. So I'm gonna grab my pretty Vulgar setting powder and the same brush, and I'm going to dip it in there, and I'm gonna go under my eye and take away the moisture and mattify, because this eye, remember, it still has the eye cream, so the same process. Then you're gonna grab your concealer. Now, Tarte Shape Tape is a lot more pigmented than what we used on this side, so you need just a little bit. And by a little bit, I mean literally one swipe, okay? And then you can add later on if that one swipe is not satisfying and it's not covering it for you, okay? So one swipe. Now I'm gonna use a sponge on this side because some of us like to use sponge, and I wanna show you that you can use a sponge with this method. This is by, this sponge is by Hank and Henry. I just got it in my BoxyCharm, so I'm going to give it a whirl. Now when you do use a sponge, you take away some product, which actually a sponge is perfect for Tarte Shape Tape because it's so pigmented. So I do want to take some product away with this one. So you're going to start blending with a sponge or the brush. You don't want to pull away product. You want to pat that in. Wow, this is a beautiful sponge. I actually like it. This is my first time using it. So you're going to pat it in, and you're going to bring it up to your nose contour and press it in. Pat and press in the product, okay? And, oh, sorry, I forgot that the other side was drugstore. I have such a habit of going back and forth between my eyes. This is going to take me a little bit to get used to. Since this sponge is getting in the corner, I don't even need to use my finger on this side. All right, it looks like it blended beautifully. Now again, if you see, like I see that little darkness coming through, you can grab your product and you can just apply a dab more on there. And I'm just gonna forget the sponge because I don't wanna take away product. And I'm gonna pat that on to where I see the darkness peeking through. Pat it on. Pat it and forget it, honey. Dum dum dum. Okay. All right. So after you're done with that, you are going to grab your powder generously. Okay. So you're gonna dip your brush, same brush, in the powder generously, and you're going to push that powder in to every spot that's concealed. And just like that, I like to bring it down to my smile line. Okay, now the last step is to buff it out because that helps smooth everything. So you're gonna buff it out. And that's it. That's all you need to do to hide your dark circles. And then because I had some makeup on before, I'm going to grab my, what do you call it, my contour brush and kind of like blend that line in because I went in with the concealer before. Usually I would do the concealer before the powder. So, okay. And you're done. Your last step is to set and forget setting spray. Apply generously. The one I just used is by Morphe and Jeffree Star collaboration. It smells like strawberries. It is beautiful. And you're gonna fan that out and you are ready. Listen, concealing your dark circles or brightening under your eye, whatever issue you want to tackle, you could do this in your car. You can use your fingers. You can do this 5 minutes in the morning. I don't have foundation on right now, but the concealer makes a big difference, okay? And that's it. Thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you learned a thing or two. If you tried any of these techniques, please don't forget to comment. I would love to know who I'm helping and how I'm helping you. And I'm just excited to have this platform on YouTube and kind of share my tips with you guys. I'm going to come back with a lot more videos. Please don't forget to subscribe and comment. Love you guys and see you next time. Mwah. Bye.